Hi everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's a girl, Zuzu. Guys, please, first of all, ignore the noise outside. I don't know, there's some people that have decided to just come and have a meeting outside. So otherwise, welcome back to today's video. Guys, today's video is a story time. My first ever story time on this channel. And I'll be gisting you guys about my trip to Uganda with my toddler and my help. I'm not going to gist you about the actual stay in Uganda, like what we did, where we went and all that. I'm just going to gist you about going and coming back. Last year around April, yeah, actually it's been over a year since we went. Last year around April, we traveled to Uganda. It was me, my toddler, and my help. I call her Auntie Jenny. So anytime you guys hear me calling Auntie Jenny, Auntie Jennifer, just know it's her. So yeah, she is God sent. We traveled to Uganda, right? So at first I was worried, because I knew I was going to go to Uganda, but I didn't know I was gonna travel with her. And I was like just thinking, how was I going to cope? How was I going to cope? Little did I know that my dad, the sweetest dad ever, was planning something behind my back, for her to travel with me. And yeah, so him and his friend actually made it happen. That's how I ended up traveling with her. And God knows, thank God she came with me. Anyway, on travel day, our flight was supposed to be for, I think it was 1:30 from Nnamdi Azikiwe Airport, Abuja. Yeah, we used Ethiopian Airways. So now, your girl, you know me now, last minute, everything I do last minute. I went to town to pick up things that morning. Like I left my house, I think at about 7, and I came back like past 10. Had a quick shower, everything before we go to the airport. Hey, God. In fact, I think we'd have almost missed our flight. So yeah, anyway, we got to the airport. I think we're like the maybe second last people to check in. In fact, because of that, we couldn't get the same seats, like on the same row. So me, I was somewhere in front, and T was somewhere at the back with the baby. It wasn't nice. It wasn't nice, but sure, at least we got on the flight eventually. Going wasn't actually that bad, to be honest, except for these people, that check your baggage and what you're carrying, and they want to get rid of your things or pay them small money here and there. Yeah, they took like half of the mountain I had packed for my mom. But apart from that, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't really that bad, honestly. Yeah, check-in was easy. We got in like just in the nick of time, checked in our bags. We didn't have any excess baggage, thank God. I mean, I had this weighing scale that you use to weigh your baggages when you're traveling. So with the cages, we had no problem. So we checked in and we went in and waited to board. Yeah, before I knew it, it was boarding time. You know how time flies. Yeah, before I knew it, it was boarding time. They were calling seat numbers like from the back. So an auntie was at the back, so she went with the baby in first and all that. Anyway, we got in, got on board. Everything was on time. Everything went smooth. There was no delays. There was nothing, no problem. It was just perfect. So yeah, actually it was even fasting time then, but I didn't fast on that day. It was Ramadan. It was middle of Ramadan. So yeah, of course, time to eat food. They brought our food. I have some pictures here and there. I don't really have videos like that. I think I only have like 1 or 2 videos, but I think I have a lot of pictures. So I'll just be inserting some pictures as we go. So yeah, I remember they have a picture of the food we ate. I can't remember what I had, but I'm sure I had chicken. I always go for chicken. I mean, I'm an African girl. What do you expect? You make me choose between beef and chicken. I'll choose chicken. So yeah, I know I had chicken, that's for sure. Then later on, they served the people that were fasting. They gave them their iftar. That was just before we landed Addis. Yeah, the layover in Addis wasn't even long, to be honest. It was, I think we were there probably an hour and a half max before we had to board to Entebbe. So it wasn't bad at all. I don't think it was even up to 1.5 hours, to be honest, because when we got down, we went and changed the baby, and then we just walked around a bit, took pictures here and there, which you're going to see. I'm gonna put, yeah, we took quite a number of pictures in Addis, and then yeah, before we knew it, it was time to board for Entebbe. Flight was also a smooth one. I don't remember much of the flight actually, but at this time we were all tired, to be honest. But Zia, the baby really behaved herself, to be honest. Like, she didn't cry, she was just good. I think it was just probably towards the end when we were about to land in Tebe that she now became cranky. So yeah, we just mixed. I think we had Cerelac or something. I can't remember what we had, but we just mixed something for her and we gave her, and she ate, and now she was okay. Otherwise, she behaved herself. It was a smooth flight with her, to be honest. She didn't even disturb one bit like this. Right. Now we landed in Tebe, I think about 2:30. Imagine. What a long day we had. We landed in Tebe around 2:30. Everybody was tired. My mom was at the airport waiting for us, and yeah, that was it. That was the journey from Abuja to Entebbe. Now, Entebbe to Abuja. That is where the problem was. Okay, no problem as such. So on the day we were supposed to leave, yeah, in the morning, Zia woke up with a very, very, very high temperature. You know, when I woke up, you know, because I was in the same bed, and also when she woke up, she was so hot. In fact, I think she was hot through the night, if I remember well. Now in the morning, it was bad. Normally, first thing when she wakes up, we give her milk. She takes her milk. So I went and got her milk, and she took her milk, right? She finished it though. She gulped it down like there was no tomorrow. So, but the temperature was high. Then I went to my mom's room and I was like, "Kai, this girl's temperature is high. Yo. I don't know what the problem is." My mom was like, "Has she taken her milk?" I said, "Yes, she has taken her milk." "Did she finish it?" I said, "Yes, she finished it." That means she's okay now. It's no problem. It's not, you know, kids, that's how you know when the kid is really not feeling fine, when they don't eat their food or anything like that. I was like, okay, right? So we went on about our daily business. It was a Friday. I started packing already, but we just did some packing. And then we went to pray Juma. And then after praying Juma, we're supposed to go and buy last minute things. Fish, this semutundu. I don't know what semutundu is in English, by the way. It's this big fish that they dry. I don't know how they dry it, but it's very nice fish. Like, if you go to Uganda, you don't come back with that fish, then I don't know what you will carry back from Uganda. So yeah, we had to go buy that, and what else? A few other things that we needed, right? Now, coming back home, we didn't go with the baby. Yeah, I left the baby with Auntie. Yeah, honestly, Auntie was very helpful. Hi, hi, hi. No, Auntie was very helpful, to be honest. So coming back, Zia was not feeling well at all, at all, at all. We're like, you know what? We need to go to hospital, like ASAP, because now my cousin had come to see me. That was the last day my cousin had to see me. He had not been in town, and he really wanted to see me, so he came around to see me. So as he was leaving, he took us to hospital. So she got treatment and all that. They tried to, you know, bring the temperature down and all that. It was apparently an infection. It was an infection, you can imagine. And what else did they say? I think they say it was just an infection, Nekawai. So yeah, we got treatment and everything, went back home, continued our packing. This girl, you would think that she'll get better, Abby. She just got worse. You know, getting worse. We're like, what is this? Like, we only have like 2 hours or so to leave for the airport, and this girl is acting like this. My dad was like, "You guys, you cannot travel with this girl like this. Just cancel that flight." Like, cancel what? He said, "You cannot travel like this. Just cancel the flight." Guys, this is how we ended up canceling our flight, by the way. So to cut the story short, we didn't leave on that day. We had to stay a week. longer so that Zia could get better. I was like, yo, this girl doesn't want to leave Uganda, Abby. It is all right. Me say if I don't want to leave yet, let me just still chill some more. So yeah, that's how we canceled the flight. And guess how much we charged, the three of us, for canceling and changing travel dates? 450,000 naira. That's how much they charged us for canceling and changing dates. Anyway, that was what happened. And by the way, I've remembered, coming, yeah, because I think anyway, because we had checked in late and all that, I told you guys we were the last people to check in, so we couldn't get like the nice front seats with bassinet like for the baby. But now when we were in Uganda and my dad asked about that, I was like, no, we didn't get a bassinet. He was like, no, you guys are supposed to have a bassinet, blah 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 blah. So there was a day we had gone to the airport. Actually, somebody was traveling and we went to take them to the airport. And then we went to the Ethiopian Airlines office to ask about the bassinet thing and all that. Do you know that you have to pay for this thing? I was like, excuse me, I am traveling. It shows clearly like I have an infant on my ticket. Why do I have to now pay again for the bassinet? Anyway, it was $30 for the bassinet. We paid that. We paid the $30 for the bassinet. But guess what? When we canceled that flight, the other flight I was supposed to first initially leave with, that was how we missed out on this thing, on the bassinet thing. They didn't carry it over to the other new ticket that we changed to. Oh God. I was like, but anyway, everybody was like, "Ah, just let it go, just let it go." My mom was like, just let it go. But luckily, on that flight come from, actually no, the flight from Entebbe to Addis doesn't have the bassinet option, but from Addis to Abuja, it has the bassinet option. So luckily for us, it wasn't full. It wasn't a full flight. And at the front where they hang the bassinet, I'll put pictures. I'll put pictures because I took pictures of her in the bassinet. Where they hang the bassinet, like I think it was two. Okay, on that seat there was two people, one on this side, one on this side. Then the middle seat was empty. Then when the flight took off, the person and the other one had stood up because there was no entertainment. He didn't have TV or anything, so he went to the back because the flight was really empty. That was how I now moved and asked for a bassinet. And yeah, and guys, this girl slept. Do you know sleeping? As soon as we got on that flight from Addis, I think 30-40 minutes, not even up to an hour into the flight, small madam slept off. Madam slept off until we landed Abuja, or until we almost like landed Abuja. I think she was just tired because we left home the day before at 11 p.m. Went to the airport. Flight was for I think 3 a.m. So we were at the airport all that time, right? We checked in, did everything, and we're just in the waiting this thing. I also have a picture of that. I'll put a picture of us as we're waiting. We took pictures here and there and all that, man. There was this big, huge gorilla kind of thing at the airport that she was even scared of. Yeah, but I'll put a picture of that too. Auntie took lots of pictures with that as well. So yeah, we left at 11, got to the airport, checked in, everything in good time. Of course, we didn't have any problem. The luggage, the weight of the baggage was good. Everything was okay. Checked in, went and waited for, I don't know, I can't remember how many hours. But I think we took off from Entebbe at about 3 or so, 3 a.m. Imagine we left home at 11. Now, this is 1 week after our initial flight that we're supposed to take, right? We got to Addis, and the layover in Addis was 4 flipping hours, 4 hours and a half or something like that. Yo, you can imagine. So as we arrived, we just walked around, checked the duty-free shops and all that, and then we had had enough. So we just found somewhere. They have those, if you've been to the Addis airport, they have those long chairs that people just sit on, lie down and all that. So that's what we did. We just sat down there, lay down, watched people, Then when it was about 1 hour or so before departing Addis for Abuja, we went to look for somewhere to eat. We went, of course, guess where we went to eat? Burger King. Guys, your girl loves Burger King. I don't know why. By the way, Burger King, I think Burger King has maintained their taste. Their burgers taste the same almost everywhere. I don't know how they do it. You know, this thing they say like Coca-Cola, what, all these things will taste different. Coca-Cola in Uganda tastes different from Coca-Cola in India, from Coca-Cola in America. Right? But that's what. But you see, Burger King, I think they've maintained the taste of their burgers. I don't know how they do it, but yeah, we had Burger King. It was nice. It was nice. It brought back memories. I'll tell you guys another. That will be a story time for another time, by the way. Burger King, why I love Burger King, and when I fell in love with Burger King, but I will just you guys that one too another time. This one now is different. But just an hour or so before the flight, before we're due to depart, we went and ate, had something to eat. We had burgers, I don't know, tea. I think I had a coffee or something, tea, and tea had a drink and all that. Yeah. I think I have a picture of that. I'll put it as well. And yeah, before we knew it, it was time to board. Actually, it was when we were boarding that Zia now started getting cranky. When we were boarding now from Addis to Abuja. That's when now Zia started getting cranky. She had really, she was tired. I couldn't blame her really. She was tired. She tried. So yeah, I think I have a video of when we were boarding the flight to Abuja. So yeah. The flight to Abuja was okay. It was smooth. We were all tired. So thankfully Zia slept throughout. She slept. See, when we put her in her bassinet co, that was it. Me safe, I just like because that's it, there was no entertainment. And I don't think I had anything on my phone or laptop, whatever. I couldn't even be bothered, to be honest. I was too tired. So yeah, that was it. So we got on the flight and yeah, flew back to Abuja. We landed Abuja at about, I think, 1 or so, coming to 1, something like that, local time. And it was so hot. Guys, see, the weather in Uganda and the weather in here in Abuja, it was such a big contrast. Such a big contrast. See, Auntie is from Jos. But you see, in Uganda, Auntie was wearing sweater and socks. When we got here, you know how hot Nigeria is now, Abuja. Hey, God. In fact, if you live in Abuja, if you live in Nigeria, you know the heat here now. It was a nice trip. It was a really nice trip. I just thought I should come and give you guys this gist. The actual stay in Uganda is a different video altogether. Like the places we went, we went to different places. Well, of course, we went to the village because I had to go see my late grandfather's grave. Yeah, that's actually one of the reasons why I had to travel. One of the reasons I had to travel, yeah, to see my late granddad's grave. He passed away when I was pregnant with Zia. May Allah forgive his shortcomings and may He grant him highest place in Jannatul Firdaus. So yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed watching this video. So yeah, that was our trip to Uganda. It was nice. It was my help's first time, like, you know, traveling out of the country. Even, you know, it was nice. It was nice. She had fun. We all had fun. I hadn't been to Uganda in about 6 years. So yeah, everywhere had changed. Everywhere had changed in a good way, in a very good way. I got to see people that I hadn't seen in a long time. Yeah, it was nice. It was nice. So that was my daughter's first international trip. My daughter's first international trip. Yeah, thank God I had Auntie go with me on this trip because I was super worried. The first flight she was about 6 months. From Yola to Abuja, but on that one I had my mom with me, so it still wasn't bad. Do you understand? Now this one I now had Auntie with me, which was also okay. I don't know. I don't know why I just fear traveling with the toddler, only me on my own. I just fear it. My sister does it like with her kids. She has been doing it since when they were typically Well, and that's two of them. Now imagine me, only one, and I'm feeling like this. Hey, God help me. Anyway, Sha, thank you guys for watching. I don't know how long this video is going to be. I just hope it's not that long. But anyway, Sha, please don't forget to comment, like, share, subscribe, and see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.